Stitches of love we weave so. In this online world we come to grow. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where hearts align. Let's embrace the craft and let our souls shine.
Hello everyone, welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop Studio, and we're working on one of those bear panels that we did. I think this is the third one that we did, all differently. And we're doing this one with some nice 1-inch spacing straight line quilting on the long arm. Super easy, locking it into the channel, and off we go. I have the grid on my system to go by to make sure I'm spacing the 1 inches exactly, and off we go. Okay, and this way it gives me the chance to work from left to right and right to left. Some long arms can't do that, or they break thread a lot. Now you can see with the panel of this bear panel here that it has so many vibrant colors that you could have chosen to highlight. I chose the more of like the blue greeny kind of scale to it, as you will see. You can see my border as I'm working here, and like just whatever pops up. You could use purple, there's some yellows in here, there's mint and sage greens, you name it, it is in this panel. Okay. So what I'm doing is I've laid it the long ways on my long arm, so I'm working from up to top to bottom, not from side to side. Well, I am working side to side, but on the quilt I'm working from top to bottom. And we did this as one of our Saturday live streams. We do 2 live streams a week, one on Tuesday, which is Cross Stitch Tuesday, and the other one is on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out with us. Really nice. We have 2 videos a week, Wednesday, this video you're watching right now, and Friday, which is usually a weekend project. Okay, I'm on my line where I am ready to go for the next inch down. Oops, and I broke my thread. Okay, so we're going to stop there. We're going to give ourselves a bit of a tail, and because sometimes this is frayed, as you can see right there, how it's all frayed at the end there. We want to make sure we're coming up a little bit, because that frayed edge isn't going to help us when we try to rethread the needle. Okay, just take that, put it in our little basket we made, and then we're going to rethread it here. Oh, see, even that is a little bit frayed. I could have been pulling it when I was clipping it. That's another reason it gets a little crazy like that. And then what we want to do is go back where we started, pull that bobbin up from the bottom, give it a little snip, and we're just going to reset it all back up. Okay. I know sometimes it just seems a little bit weird, but it's for just better the stitching of the beginning and the ending. This is definitely the way to do it. Okay, now we're going to start, and we're locked in on the line. Pull those little threads to the side. And I am providing just a little bit of resistance, not a lot, just a little bit of resistance on the back end, just to make sure things aren't going to pucker or seem like they're being stitched in a downward fashion. You can actually see, like, sometimes it does like a little wave, and this way that doesn't really happen. Okay, I'm not going too fast. I'm just gonna, and I do have 13 stitches per inch, sorry. Okay. And I have oiled waltz. Sometimes you just like to be a little extra cranky for being extra cranky. Okay, now I'm at my end. I'm going to unlock my channel, bring it down my 1 inch as I'm looking at my grid, and then locking it in the channel, and off we go. There we have perfectly spaced 1 inch straight line quilting. You could also do this like in bigger gaps and then take this quilt and flip it the other way and do other lines in the other direction. You can cross hatch it, you can do whatever you like. There is a beautiful quilt behind me. It is all hand pieced together. All hand, and it's hand basted. I would like to put it on the long arm. Get it quilted up and oops. Lock it on the channel. Oh, what do we got going here? Looks like we got a skip stitch. skip-dee-dee-doo-dah kind of stitch in here. What's happening? Let's rethread that. Okay, again, give yourself a little nice clean tail as much as possible. Don't want to get frustrated over just little things, and having a needle not thread could definitely be one of those little things. Oh really? You're gonna be like that, are you? Oh, let's split the Tudor scrapers. Okay, there we go. Now we'll scoot back a bit. Take that bobbin thread. Make sure we're bringing it up. Why did that? Okay. Grunt it out. Okay, so now I don't like any of that because we've got some little pops up here. You can see that there's like a loop there and a loop there. So yeah, not happy at all. So we're going to rip this all the way back to the start and start over. There's no point in doing that there. Just leaving it like that. It's ugly. We fix the problem. Okay. Just gonna move this off. Yep. Okay, so that was the tail. We are in the same line. Bring the bobbin up from the top, bottom, and there we go. Of course, I have no issues the whole like top part of this quilt. As soon as we start to film. Okay, there's not much left to go on it, so let's see if we can hopefully not have any more issues. Keep on trucking. See all this tanned peaches, creams. You could have done like browns and coffee colors and cappuccinos and mochas and lattes, and totally would have liked this project as well. Here, let's do one more and then we'll have to roll it. So here, there's on the line. I'm using a cool gray number 9 of Glide thread. Cool gray number 9. And then we're going to leave it here. I am going to take it off the channel lock though, but I am going to drop my needle so I'm staying in the right position. I'm going to unclamp my sides here. And then roll it so I can get to the last part of the quilt. I did Franken-bat my batting. And reset here. Let's take the back. Give a little tug. Got a little wavy on the batting. That's okay. There we go. Good. Okay. Now clamp on the sides. I think I'm actually going to go up just a little bit more so I can come down and stitch the bottom here. Okay, so just to make sure I can clear that. Should be able to there. I'm going to take it off the 13 stitches per inch, and I'm going to go decrease to about 6, and then stop. Pull the thread up. We're going to work from the center out since we're at the bottom here. Okay. So give our fabric a little petting. I'm going to try and balance this as much as possible. Going to try and apply equal pressure on the back side so not everything is just going to go scooshing this way, right? You want it to stay nice and even. Done really good so far. on our seams, being exact from side to side when doing the 1-inch stitching, so it looked really nice. Okay, now we're going to come up. Got a little resistance on the back side here. You got a little fuller on the front. We want to go nice. Smoothly. There we go. Let's reinforce it. Okay. Stitch, stitch. This will all be hid in the binding. Nobody will ever see it. Back to the middle again. And again, I'm still going to be able to try and put the pressure on this side, but for some reason, you know, it's left or right-handed. I got to make sure I'm kind of doing a bit of fluffing on both with the left one. It's just the way my hand works. So you don't want everything kind of just trying to swoosh in that direction. Try and make it as nice and even as possible. I'm going to come up side. Just little bits at a time. Where we're going. Excellent. Okay, so pop those stitches there and continuing on with the straight line quilting. Okay, so we're going to come up on this side and go right there. Change our stitch length or stitch to the 13 all the way up to 13 and go. Unlock, go down 1 inch, and lock. Hope you have an amazing day. I can't believe it's already the middle of June. Get those threads back out of there. Okay, unlock, move it down an inch on my grid. Lock in. This is a great way to use a panel. Put some thin little sashing in between those blocks and make it look like it's going through a window, or looking through a window, or into a fence or something like that. And inch, lock in. I use the same fabric that I have in the border as the backing, as you might be able to see there. And of course that cool gray number 9 thread that looks so pretty. And it doesn't overpower anything. I thought about using a green and I was like, well, I don't know. You know what, I'll just go with cool gray. It blends with everything, blends with all the colors. So many different ideas that you can do with panels. We've done quite a few of them on our videos and tutorials, live streams. Check them out. we've got lots and more to come. There's never ending. Those ideas. Actually, we have a unicorn panel, a bunch of little squares. So we're gonna end up building those out. I think I want some stars for those. So unicorns and stars. Okay, and bring it down 1 inch. Oops. About, I don't know, 5 or 6 more lines to go. Now, if you were to mark this out and follow like a ruler line, if it's really thin, that would be fine. But if it's thick, you're going to end up getting that thickness a little bit more each line you come down. So it's going to be a little bit different. So I love the channel locks for that. Just a few more. There we go. Oops. Keep stopping instead of laughing. What do we got going on here? What the bejeebies back at? What do we have going on here? How did you get a loop back there? Seriously? Alright. Well, you know what we gotta do. We gotta rip out, do the loop. Un momento. 42 minutes later. Go back on that and continue. I'm trying to get it so it's close to that seam as possible. Don't want it too crazy. We don't want it halfway visible through the black and then not be able to practice in a straight line. Okay. Perfect. We overlapped. That's going to help secure that. Here, 1 inch. And lock. the last one. Nice. See that one right here? Beautiful. Okay, now stop. Walk it from the channel. Put the threads. This. And this. Now let's show you what it looks like. Pop this off to the side. And there we go. Some beautiful straight line quilting. I'm going to say approximately in each part. You know what? Nobody's going to come in with a measuring stick. So that's what the front looks like. It looks it gives it a nice, different, unique texture to it. And then the back, it's just as lovely. What's your favorite? Do you like straight line quilting or do you like something with a little flair? Let me know in the comments below. Take care, everyone. Next week, we're going to baste this on the long arm, so I'm going to prep it for hand stitching. I will. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that button below. See ya.